Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign EU4. This is the Kale achievement run. Let's go ahead and sink some more of our monarch points into getting this thing developed a bit here. Looking for that colonialism institution. Don't have enough military points yet. Let's keep on waiting. 21%. We'll keep working on it. Gouge, we want to do things with you. I want to keep improving with Gouge. Okay, relative strength of this engagement. We got 20,000 troops for Delhi, and he's also got Nagar and Sind. What is this, an ally? It's a vassal, and Sind is Sind's a guy too. Separate peace on Sind to release some dudes would be kind of nice. Let's get this occupation of the capital done, then maybe swing the primary stack over into Sind so we can get a separate peace. And in the meantime, we're just going to focus on knocking down as many of these things as possible over here. That won't be large enough to begin the siege anyway. We have tech on 10 for all of the main participants here. But we've got a level 1 fort that we're sieging down and 22-day siege sticks. That army is kind of sizable. Attrition here is going to be pretty horrendous. Supply is only 18, so we're over it by a bit. Let's just scale back the siege. It'll go a little bit slower, but we can avoid some of the attrition. Get started on that one. Nice wall breach there on that opener. Alright, we have enough money to almost build another fort, and I feel like I need at least one more fort down in here. I think I'll build one in that defensive province. We want national tax modifier plus 50%. Yes. It's like Nagar's army found me. Or rather, I think I walked right into Nagar's army. While you have a modifier like that, I actually did a spreadsheet a while back while streaming, and if you've ever considered doing a exploit development, now is the time to do it. The general math here, while you have this temporary plus 50% national tax modifier, you basically get 7.5 years worth of stuff if you had 100% tax income efficiency modifier. In this case, we have 225 divided by 175 is where we would be without it. So that makes the click 28% better temporarily. So 28% more of 5 years makes it worth about 6.4 years worth of money. And the math is 18 times 5. So we'd be ahead of time for 90 years over what it would make over those 90 years. And in 90 years, the run should be over. So now makes sense to exploit development then. Preferably in the provinces that have the biggest total amount of money. Nadia. 7. So in this case, 7 base tax times 5. We're only ahead for 35 years. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that one. But yeah, that little infusion of cash is quite nice to build a fort in Srekalcum, I think it was going to be. And I wanted to build a fort in my subject guys down here. Integration's done February of 30. I don't want to risk that fort getting, like, not finished. So his primary stack is kind of like wandering off over to Kachar. Also needed a fort in, like, I think it was going to be in Manipur. Maybe in Thaugand would also be a good spot. Let's start one there. This will help clean up the performance and, like, weird stuff that the AI does if we just get the fort zone of control built out properly. Now, Nagar has only 3 provinces, and he's being sieged down by one of our subjects, Ladakh. That shouldn't take too long to deal with. No such luck on the capital siege yet. 21% here, 7% here. Defender's Desert's pretty good. This army is large enough to maintain a siege, so let's go ahead and get them started. And Gouge has enough opinion to be integrated, but Gouge is also in the war with us right now, so we can't actually do that. Let's go with Gouge. I'm going to do Skiddage, so that if I declare another war and forget, that's alright. Same thing with Ladakh, honestly, like, pretty sure we're going to integrate that guy too. Kind of wanted to force their religion. Wait, he's Theravada already. This guy's Vajrayana. Can we afford to do that prestige-wise with Ladakh? I think I might have time. Prestige is a bit low right now. Let's sort by income, and then we're going to go with these guys and look for some more artifacts. Did I just see that Bengal was at war? No, who was it? Gara's at war. Chanda has my artifacts. There is the capital. Alright, so rather than worry about this thing, which is very good and we are directly next to, we could go and fight that defensive, in that defensive fort. Fighting against his army could be good. Most of it seems to just be getting distracted, doing who knows what. But, yeah, I don't know why he thinks that Ava's the place to be, but I appreciate him going there. Let's go ahead and head over to here, see if we can fight that army. Also, yeah, the war goal's been occupied. Thias just declared war on Khmer. That is all of the prestige I can milk for my subjects. We got Mewat and Dundar that can still be occupied. Let's do that with this troop. That is Sin's 9 stack. This means that this army is no longer safe. Let's just head it further east. Hopefully one of these forts falls so that I can combine my armies and actually centralize them a little bit better. 28% chance we lose that fort. We're going to go ahead and get to here, then we're going to detach. We're going to go try to pick those off, then go into there. Missed out on some loot, unfortunately. We get to be the defender. We rolled a 9. Nice. And then a 6. Pretty good. That would be a stack wipe. And they have resumed their siege of Ava. Alright. Looks like Delhi's going to be pretty easy to piece out, I think, relatively here. But what we really need is to get onto Sind so that we can knock out some of his subjects and things. Take that fort. Or just suffer a disease outbreak, that's fine too. About to get a government reform soon. Recently I had monthly autonomy change. Probably going to end up going with the administrative free policies. Or... I don't think I have any modifiers to advisor costs, so it doesn't really make sense to try to stack it. I mean, it's helpful, but... yeah, just 6.5. Theravada. Oh, that's right. Theravada does give some advisor costs. I forgot about that. Vassals feel safe. Income from vassals goes up. Raided by cavalry. Raids through the jungle. Alright, this is a really cool event, so... what it does is... usually it's... I'm pretty sure it has to be forts, but... when you are sieging down a fort... Rotanskar... granted, where it's about to fall... you can reduce the defensiveness by a huge amount, and if you stack that... with your positive siege ability from offensive ideas or something, you can get siege ticks down to like 3 days minimum. Losing manpower for this and gaining 10 ducats seems totally fine. Next conversion. 59 months is too long for Mandla. Mandla's gonna stop. Wait, Mandla? Mandla? That's my own land. Okay. Yeah, these are the only things that are left in this guy. So even though he's being integrated, that will all be done then. I guess we'll go to the 19-month to Surfu now. And let's get the conversion edict on in that state. Monastic orders are losing power. Okay. I guess for now we can turn on defensiveness over here to just try to slow him down and keep him distracted longer while he lets me siege down his whole country. Very nice of him, must say. There's Gouda. Alright, this fort needs to fall so that I can go focus on Sind. Also, why don't we tell Garwal to like go after this? Maybe we can get him to go work on that. Actually knock down the Sindhi capital. Got a wall breach on the Delhi fort that I just said I needed. And we're still trying to get this institution to spawn. I'm gonna fall very, very behind on Diplo points, I think, while doing that. At least with Miltech, we're ahead of time for a couple more years, but probably gonna fall behind on that as well. Next idea, National Unrest -2. Yeah, just gonna keep on powering through these. That's the fort we needed. Let's send this army over to Sin's capital, try to get some more score with him. Oh, Delhi. You poor fool. Delhi goes and sends, like, literally 40 to 50% of the total troops on his side of the alliance off into the middle of nowhere just to siege down a province that has 55% defensiveness and 44-day siege ticks. Like, he basically just consigned his army to go and sit for 2 years while we siege down his entire country. Not smart. This was a unit. Let's have them band together here. This was also a smaller unit. Let's just have them band together somewhere else as well. I don't need to be paying for these forts myself right now. I could transfer them. It's a pretty minor thing, but I think I will do it. Let's have the March pay for them, which was called Mong Mao. Also, it's kind of nice to visually see like a different alert, like a different thing for forts. Trading in cotton. All right. So here we have 4 cannons. That fort does matter. Let's take this army with one of the siege leaders if we can. We can't. That should take us up to at least 8 cannons, and we've got 1 more cannon here and 1 more cannon here. Okay, my army is in position on Thata. We don't have an active blockade. Do we have naval superiority? Oh yeah. Transport fleet is currently here. Let's go blockade with the transports. These are like the I can do anything transports. They're awesome. Got that fort done, that fort done. I still wanted more though. I want a fort, I think, in... Wasn't it going to be... I think I was going to do Shigasti Darang. Let's do one in Darang. And let's transfer this to Mong Mao. How's Mong Mao's economy looking while he's supporting all these? Pretty bad, but that's alright. That's his job. That's why he exists. Of course, we suffered a disease outbreak, and I only have 4 cannons here because of that disease outbreak. Let's pull some of the infantry off and do some nearby carpet sieges on Kutch and Nazipur. Also, Mansoura is worth quite a bit, so why don't we go for Mansoura first, actually. Got that Emporium. I think it's time to build more shipyards now. Got the blockade established, yeah? You good? Reinforce those cav, or those cannons, please. Just up to a 4 bonus, please. Let's do some combining of troops and balancing of troops. Still just gonna keep on looking for loot as well. 35% chance that our fort over there does fall. Next thing we'll spend money on then is again one of those guys. Let's go to here and to here. Need that fort to fall, please. No such luck. Okay, looks like we might be in a good spot to actually integrate that guy now. Did I send this guy a gift as well? I don't think I sent him a gift. I just did the Great Power Influence on him. Get one more monthly tick here with Guj. Our Truce with Vijayanagar is now up. Let's go send a regular gift to this guy. I think the goal is going to be to integrate both these guys right now. There is Sin's capital, which puts us at how much war score? Plenty with the primary participant. Individual war score with Sind is at 66, which is definitely going to be enough to do all kinds of things. Also, we're about to finish integrating Madurai, which means we're going to have a new relationship slot, potentially 3, if I can get these 2 guys to integrate real quick. So, Sind, I need you to give me karma. Spit out the little OPMs. Don't do Baluchistan, he's going to be too big. And then beyond that, I want, like, money and war reps, if I can get them. 66 war score, that's 78 peace deal. Maybe you could release 1 less nation. I wanted to release Gujarat. Let's just do... No, I want as many little tiny guys as I can. And I think that we do need to wait for him to just agree to the deal. Only going to be like a couple days, really, to get him to agree to it. We'll go apply occupied and besieged provinces up there. Government reform. Well, I don't know that I'm actually going to get another free administrative policy, so even though that's nice to have in theory, it's not going to be that long of a run. Advisor costs might actually be useful to me right now. Also, I do a lot of the Diplo clicks here, so I think I might actually go with advisor cost reduction. That does make the burghers more influential by 10%, so I gotta be careful with that now, but we'll be okay, I think. 72 war score, he's at negative 46 reasons. We've lost the Siege of Delhi. Wow. Ava was just looted. They actually succeeded in their siege. The barbarians, they devastated it quite well, apparently. Let's top off relations with this guy and with... I think the other one that I released that I was thinking about vassalizing was this one. He's at negative 40 reasons, but that's not insurmountable these days. Our individual war score with Sind is at 76 now. Really, it's just probably his army still existing that's causing issues. Let's scale back the money request. See if we can get the deal for a little bit less. So, 115. So, for the price of 150 gold, I can get him out now. Yeah, I'll do that. Gujarat has a lot of cores. Gujarat does not want vassalization, only because of distance between borders. And... oh, did I accidentally do it wrong? Or did I actually spit out... okay, no, I did. It's fine. Negative 56 on him, negative 34. That's okay. Eventually, they'll remember. They'll remember what we did. We were amazing. We were helpful. And then with Delhi, we already have enough war score, I think. We could not separate piece out Nagar. It's not allowed. Alright, let's just wrap up this war then, so that Ava can stop being occupied. It'd be nice if I could get... get that province occupied again real quick. Let's do another little bit of development in Patna. Colonialism's at 40% now. Okay, so Delhi. What do we want from Delhi? Things that cost no dip that we can claim are the province of that, apparently. Right, he's a rival and we have full influence. I forgot about that. And we're in a golden era, so we've got 33, 50, 10, and 1.3. 33 plus 50 plus 10 plus 1.3 equals 94.3% reduced unjustified demands. So we can actually conquest a bunch of stuff here up until our aggressive expansion cap. So this might be a good time to just... first off, let's transfer all this crap back to me, and then we'll demand a bunch of the grassland provinces. Though I want to be able to transfer them to subjects, because I don't want to have to pay the admin points to court right now. So, grasslands, please. We've got grasslands here and here. Pernia and Koch. We've got no subject up here that can take them. Tirhut is a tributary. But Koch could be released as a subject. So I think I'll do that. We'll just take Koch, and then we'll probably release him, return cores, maybe? To avoid some of the aggressive expansion. Laknor is also grasslands. I think I'll just take that to be done with it. We've got grasslands of... nope, that's Tirhut. We'll have to do something about him later. We've got Bahraik, which is grasslands, as is Gorakhpur. This does border a subject, so why don't we take these two? How's the aggressive expansion looking? Mostly not really a problem yet. And then of all of this is grasslands too. Rohilkhand or whatever looks like he's got some cores. You know what? Rather than conquest the land, why don't we just release those subjects? That way we take no AE at all. Let's just see what this looks like. Make him release Orissa? It's kind of funny. I mean, I do want Orissa potentially to be around so that I can have him as a tributary, but I'd need that grassland province. Punjab has a lot of cores we could return. I like the idea of releasing him. That's already 61 war score. Surprisingly large amount, honestly. Releasing Mewat kind of cuts him a bit. Not enough. Bundelkhan's a 4-province guy. He doesn't border me, but he's close. Alright, I think I'm just gonna spit out a bunch of people from him, mostly. Rather than even taking the province. No AE at all. no administrative expenses, and eventually we'll just vassalize all the little derps that we spit out. Seems fine. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna take a short break here. I'll take a little look around a little bit between episodes to see if maybe I want to tweak the peace seal at all, but for the most part, I think that's gonna be what we do. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon.